Did you see retailers undercutting used sellers on Reverb? Here's what's interesting. This is how they titled their question to me on the email. And then the email, when I open it up, basically explained that they're seeing, again, stores really dropping prices on products. And then this happened this week. I shared it with my patrons. I'm going to share it with you. So I was on Reverb this week, and I'm just curious because I want to know if anyone's, has this happened to you? I'm interested to see because it's an interesting thing. I was on Reverb this week. I was looking at a used, because I'm an idiot, Fender Bassman 59. Okay, I was like, oh, you know what I need? 410 50 watt amp that's just louder than hell, and I can't attenuate. So I'm looking at a used one, and when I say looking, I didn't hit follow or favorites or anything. I was just looking at it. Within minutes, I got an offer, but not from that seller. I got an offer from a retailer. And the amp sells for $2,099, and they sent me an offer that I can get it for $1,385. That's like 35% off, basically, 34% off. And I was like, wow, that's an aggressive discount. In fact, I then, of course, got curious and started looking at used ones, and to be honest, used ones weren't much cheaper. Maybe $100. Maybe $150 cheaper on average. If I was lucky, maybe I could find one $200-$300 cheaper, maybe than their offer. But it was very rare if they weren't beat up and stuff. So I was like, wow. So sometimes, like I said, I just want to point this out. Sometimes you guys send me a subject or question, and I don't see anything. I don't think anything of it until, like I said, that happened, and I go, wow, that's interesting that I read that a couple days ago from this person, and then now it's happened to me on Reverb, And basically, I'm seeing it. I'm seeing that basically used gear still, although has come down a lot, man, the new prices are just lower a lot of cases or the same price. So interesting. I'm more curious to see if you guys are noticing that sellers on Reverb are sending you offers even though you weren't looking at that seller or that, I don't want to say that product, but that maybe a new product, like I said. So it's definitely something that Reverb, they're electing to do through Reverb. So there must be a way that says, hey, if a customer is out there looking at a used American Strat, I want to be able to send them an offer on what new American Strat I have. And they send it. So that was really, really cool. Let me know if you guys are seeing that same thing. It seemed like a fluke, but I feel like it happened one or two other times. But when it happened in the past, I couldn't remember because I kind of felt like I was looking at a seller on a new product and another seller sent me an offer, and I wasn't sure that was the same seller. In this particular case, I can tell you for a fact, I've only looked at one used Bassman 59 and it was used. So I thought it was strange that a new seller knew to send me an offer, knew that I was looking. So it's kind of like Big Brother watching, but for gear. Unfreaking Believable says he's seen that this week. Yeah, it's interesting. Now, so I'm not upset about it because that's a crazy deal. Trust me, I've been staring at that deal for the last 24 hours going, oh, maybe I need a Bassman. Trolls something says, why doesn't anyone offer me 35% off? That's a pretty crazy discount. I haven't seen that. If you saw on my, let me see, where's it at? If you saw on that page I was showing you, I was looking at other stuff. This stuff I was actually looking at. Of course, I was looking at Mesa Boogies because I'm, and they sent me offers. And those offers were like 10 and 15%. They were more in line to what I saw. And again, it's like I just looked at the product. I didn't, I looked at their product, but I looked at a product on their actual page on Reverb, and they were sent offers 10, 15% off. At this point, I'm not seeing any new product that I can, or used at that most, but mostly new product. I don't see any that I look at and somebody's not sending me an offer right away. If you enjoyed this podcast clip, you can watch the entire episode by clicking the link in the description or streaming it on iTunes, iHeartRadio, and Spotify. You can also join it live every week, Friday at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and I hope to see you there. Until next time, know your gear.